Hi, what is up you guys? It is Aunii here, and today we're going to be talking about Lijiang Tower, and for this first part we're going to be talking about
Never
the garden.
stop fighting for what you believe in.
Obviously, Lijiang Tower has 3 maps, so 3 different parts. And first we'll talk about this one, and the best positions on both sides, and we'll do the same for every map. So let us begin first on this side. So on this side, going right side here, you need to watch out for boops. This is the scariest thing here is Pharah and Mercy will always, Pharah and Mercy on this map is so common. And I would like to note that Ana is very hard to play on this map, just because of its layout and the limited amount of good positions on this map for Ana. So here, watch out for boop, watch out for ball. Multiple times I've had a ball hook here, and he drops down here, and then I see him and I sleep him like this, and he falls down and dies onto the map. It's hilarious. So this can happen if the ball is Pepega. So if he does that, he goes down, just sleep him right here. But the best spot to play, okay, let's just say you haven't captured the point yet. The best spot to play when you haven't captured a point yet is just behind your team. If they push towards points, so originally you'd be playing like this, but you have to be careful with boops, right? This is a very dangerous bridge to hold if they have Lucio boops and stuff like that. Lucio can glide over here, boop you across here, so you want to be playing like this so you don't get Lucio booped here. Pharah might try to boop as well. Just try to remain in a safe distance, but not too back to the point where you can't see your team because of these stairs. But you really want to push through this and play towards here, because then you can go here. This is where you want to play. This is the best spot to play when you're Ana, is the Doja room. If you haven't captured the point yet, play like this. And heal like that. Peek out, heal like this. This is the best place. You have cover here. It's a good room. And if you get dived, there's a health pack over here. A mega health pack, which is huge. So if you do get dived, just walk up to it, grab it. And then hopefully your team will peel for you at this point. Because you can't easily get dived here. I mean, as long as you have cover, you're mitigating the chances of people diving you because they can't see you. And if you don't hold your scope, they can't see the bullet tracer. So a lot of times you're going to be no-scoping, but they can still hear your bullet sound if they're close enough. So you just want to be healing like this. If there's people here, you want to be healing like this. If they're all on the point, if they're all fighting on point and they're all like grouped up here, you can scope in a few times when you have to. This way, they see the bullet tracer, but you are allowed to scope, obviously. But you just have to be careful if you get dived here. This is a very cheeky corner that a McCree can just flashbang, one kill you, you're dead. So you have to be very aware of the enemy footsteps, and you want to peek out here every so often to make sure you don't get absolutely wrecked here. They can also enter this room. They can go like this from behind you and then stun you like this, and McCree can just kill you like that, or a Sombra. So you have to be very aware. Footstep sounds is going to be very crucial here on this section. Doja room is the best place to play. Never play on point. This is rule number 1 for Ana. Never play on point on this map, or any other map for the matter. I literally never stay on point as Ana because you don't have to. Your objective is to heal your team from a distance and remain concealed. That's always your job. Tell your team if they want healing, they need to play on the right side. So if we cut this map in half from here to here, and from here to here, tell them to stay on this side. Because if they stay here, there's this giant object, right? There's this giant building, or whatever you want to call it, I don't know, thingy, right? Little giant small pole with these 2 thingies, right? You can't heal them through it. Obviously, because Ana can't shoot through walls, so you can't heal them. So tell them to play here if they want healing. And then obviously you'll have a secondary healer that will heal there on the point. Like Lucio, he will play very close to point. Moira, she will play very close to point. Mercy, a lot of the time, she will be playing close to point. But you're Ana, you don't have to be in this range, and you're putting yourself in a bad position to begin with. So if they dive you, if people dive you, your team should help to some extent. And if they peel for you, you might just live. Here's the other good spot. It's here or here. Now, sorry, if you're playing here, that means you're capturing the point. You haven't captured it yet. Now, let's say you capture the point and you killed all 6 of them. Then you play here. You play here because your team will begin holding here. If your team holds here, play like this. Behind this cover here, and here like that. A very good spot if your team's holding here. If they start getting pushed back a bit, you do want to reposition, because if you stay here, obviously there's this thing here in the middle and you can't heal your team like this. You get a much better overview and a much better view of your team on this side. Compared to holding in the middle. But middle, it's better to hold here in the middle of the dojo room. We could just call this dojo room, alright? In the middle of the dojo room, you heal them like this very easily. And it's very nice. And you have a health pack if you do get dived, which can happen. Now, what about white room? What about the White House, right? What about this? You never want to be here as Ana. For the most part, you never really want to be here as Ana on the left, because this room is so damn small for Ana, and you can get surprised very easily, and it's just not a good place to be at all. It just feels like a very limited overview. Look at this. It's just this, that's all, right? And the overview is just horrible because people can be everywhere, and you have to consistently like move like this and heal, and you're way too close to point, and you can get died very easily. Like here, you don't want to be. On both sides, by the way, on this side and on this side. Now, what happens if your team goes left, right? If your team all goes left, you're at a disadvantage as Ana, because that room is not good for her. And even if you do come with them as 6, let's say you're all going here to get the point, all 6, you're in a shit position to begin with. Like, this is not an ideal place to be. Yes, you have a health pack if you get dived, sure, but the room is too small, and you get dived here easily. And the overview is small. This is like minimizing your FOV. This is literally like minimizing your line of sight heavily. The only line of sight you have here is like this here, and then you can just heal like this. See what I mean? So try to tell your team to play right side. That's actually very important, because left room sucks for you. I mean, if they don't dive you, then sure, but like it's not like that won't happen. And furthermore, the overview there sucks. Your vision is very limited, heavily limited actually, to the point where you can't really make use of that room very well and heal very well. So yeah, summary, play right side, careful with boops, careful with Pharah boops. Pharah Mercy is very common on this map. Lucio boops are common on this map. Wrecking Ball is very common on this map. You want to watch out for those when crossing this bridge. Very important. So always look to your left, make sure Lucio's not sliding here. If he does, try to sleep him, because if he's sliding here and you sleep him in the air, what's gonna happen? He's gonna fall down here and then he's dead. Bye bye. Same thing with Wrecking Ball. I've had a Wrecking Ball try to boop us off the map like this. He went down here. He landed here. I sleep him. Right here. I sleep him right there. Boom. He's sleeping. He's down. Dead. Lucio. Dead. Pharah Mercy. If you sleep Pharah and she's like on the right side, she's dead from fall damage. Mercy. Dead from fall damage. You can do that, so you can actually get environmental kills on this map. And fun fact, if you sleep Wrecking Ball while he's full health, your ult charge will skyrocket, because Wrecking Ball's health is so damn high, so you get so many ult charges from that. So you can go with these environmental kills using Sleep Dart, because you can get a lot of environmental kills on this map generally. So yeah, this is pretty much from this side. I forgot to mention one more thing, by the way, that I'd like to quickly note. If you die and you're coming back from spawn and your team's fighting on point, so let's say you're coming back to point, I would suggest aiming like this, alright, and toss a nade. And the nade will land in the middle of the point. Just toss it, because there's a chance you might actually anti someone or heal your team there. So like, just walk up like this, aim a bit high, and then just go for the angle, boom, anti there. So just a little quick tip. You can do the same on the other side. That is really pretty much it for this side of the map. And so summary, also you want to play dojo room here if your team's holding there, and there if your team's playing on point. Never be here, by the way. Too close to this side, they can easily snipe you like from here, and then you're dead. Right, so that's pretty much it for that side. Now let's talk about the other side and the best spots for the other side. Very much the same on the other side, by the way. So this won't be too long, because it's pretty much the same idea. White room sucks, same as before. Try not to play right side, play left side. Tell your team to try to go left side. Bridge, careful of the boops, same idea. Same layout, same idea. Toss a nade like this, on point if they're fighting on point and you come back from spawn. Go left, enter dojo room. Try your best. In here you have a little bit of cover, but if you play like this, you're very revealed here. This is why you use dojo room, see? Because most people that will come here, they'll see, oh shit, there's Anna standing right here. What is she doing? She's not even behind the cover. Boom, you're one tap. Because like you're too focused on healing people, you forget who's coming from spawn on the other side of the map. So it's very important to remain in cover here and see how easy it is to see the bullet tracer here. That's why when I say if people start coming here, no scope only, or try your best to no scope only, because if they see the bullet tracer, if they're smart enough and they're good enough at this game, they will try to push you and force you off that area. Your team has to also peel for you, because this map is horrible generally. Not the best map for Ana, but you can make it work. It's not impossible. I have won many times on this map playing Ana, and I have got some great sleeps and I got great environmental kills. It's not impossible, but it is one of the most difficult maps to play on Ana. But yeah, same idea. Once you capture the point, play on the left side. Dojo room, you can heal like this. Same idea, but except you're on the other side. Heal like this. Then eventually you're gonna make your way here. Once you capture the point, and heal like this. Don't stay here if you're gonna heal them on point. Same idea. If you get dived, help back. Same idea. Literally the same thing. Never play White House on both sides. Alright, so that is it for the garden. Let's move on to the next one. And if I know how to do this, this will be nice. I think if you just restart the match, it should put me on a different one. And yes, there we go.
Never
so now we're on a different
fighting
one.
For what you believe in.
So this is the other part of Lijiang Tower. And we're going to talk about both sides. We'll start with this side here. And really on this side, you're going to be pushing here for the most part. Ryan shield, whatever it is. Now here's the thing. Here's what I recommend. If you don't have a shield tank, no shield tank, right? Go right side. Go right side, play on point. If you do have a shield tank, play main, go over here, and go for the trades. Then eventually, one of the teams is gonna jump to point. Now here's what I recommend, right? Where do you go as Ana here? If your team's holding here, you heal them like this. This way, you mitigate the chances of you dying. Careful with left flank. Some people like to do this. They go left flank, McCree, Sombra, Tracer. They go left flank. So your team has to peel for you in this case. If you absolutely want to mitigate the chance of you getting flanked, you can play all the way back here at the stairs. It is generally safe. With the shield up, you don't get sniped by them over there or over there. Heal them like this. It's perfect. So what if your team holds here now and the point's about to open, right? If your team's holding up ahead, play behind lion statue. Literally the best place to play. Like this, and you heal them like this. I wouldn't necessarily recommend playing here as Ana, by the way, because the lion statue does cover your line of sight and you don't heal them properly. Like, it's not ideal to play here. Yes, there's a medkit pack here as well, by the way. And you just don't make use of this room because you're increasing the chances of you getting flanked from this side. Because that's where they will flank. Genjis, Tracers, etc. And then you'll be alone. And people are trying to fight for the point. They're not... Oh, they're focusing on point. They won't try to focus on getting to you most of the time because you're so far away from them, right? And yes, you want to maintain distance from your team while playing Ana, but this is a far too much difference in terms of distance. Like from here all the way to point, like you don't want to be here, obviously. And you don't want to be here because of flanks. So eventually from here, you're going to push the point. And then you're going to heal them like this. And then you're going to be on the point. Now, where do you go on the point? Since, remember when I mentioned you never want to play on point as Ana? So eventually, you will have to go through here, but you will be here. So try to make your way like this and heal them. And then play here. And heal them like this. If you get dived, health pack room, any health pack right here. That's the best you can do with Ana on this map. Because it is a very, very hard map to position with Ana because there is no good spot. If you hold here, easy boops. If you hold here, you just get booped. Bye-bye, you're dead. This would be an optimal place to be if there was more room here and you don't just get booped off. This would be a good place. But because there's the boop, you want to play here, which mitigates the chance of you being booped. And you have good overview of your team playing on point. If you get dived, your team is very close to you, they should peel for you. If you get dived and no one's helping you, grit, nade, grab mini health pack, go back to your team, they need to help you, or try to fight the Genji here and try to sleep him or something. So you wanna also try to defend yourself and rely on your team peeling you. But yeah, this is where you're gonna play. So now, let's say you capture the point, right? You fully captured it. What now, right? Two options. Your team holds the point. If they have no shield tank, you hold the point and just play for point. If you have a shield tank, this is what people do. If you have shield tank, they push up further and they put the shield here. They put the shield here and they just open fire. What do you do here? As Ana, you go back to the lion statue. Back to the lion statue, and you're gonna heal him from here. Now, it's very important. Here's the important part. Your team has to retreat to main. They don't retreat to right side. If they retreat to right side, you lose line of sight, as well as they increase their chance of getting booped off the map. So if they ever get pressured, they have to retreat like this, okay? Because you're standing here, you need line of sight on them. If they go right side, that's not your fault. So if they cry for healing, once they go right side, where's the heals, where's the heals? Tell them, you need to stay main because you're Ana and you're holding behind lion statue. And playing right side is stupid to begin with because you increase the chances of you getting booped off the map. So it's not your fault as a healer, it's their fault for mispositioning heavily as a team. So you have to remember this. So try to let them know in voice that I'm behind you healing, pull back to main if you have to pull back. Pull back to main, not right side. So that's what you do. Shield tank, hold here. Dive tanks, or no shields, hold here. And play for boops. So this is if you have D.Va, Wrecking Ball, you boop them off here, D.Va pushes them off, whatever. You play here, and then you hold here. And you heal them like this. Just like that. Simple, right? This is just the basic way. Right? And obviously, instead of going from main, your team can actually go to point directly. And once you go to point directly, you play here. That's it. Now on the other side, same thing. Literally no difference, so I won't take too much of your time explaining this. I'm gonna be very brief. Same idea. Heal them like this. Stay behind lion statue if they're holding up ahead. You do the exact same thing, just opposite. Same idea, same thing. Stay behind lion statue, heal them there if they have the shield up here after you capture the point. Play over there if your team's on point. That's it. That's simple. And now we'll go to the next one, which is
Now
the one where
Lijiang
it should be like covered up.
Never stop fighting for what you believe
Alright,
in.
this is the same one, so I'll just keep restarting until I get the right one here. I don't know how to skip to the next one, so there we go.
Never
Perfect. Alright,
stop
this is the
fighting
one.
for what you believe in.
So on this map, also the same idea for both sides of the map. Okay, so let's say you're here. I would not recommend left side. I would recommend, because left side is really just, it's too hectic, it's too close range, it's not the ideal place to be when you're Ana. With Ana, you want to be right side, your team holds here, and most of the time, there's going to be a shield here, and they're going to fight here. Like this. You are going to be here when this happens. So if they're fighting here, you're going to be here. Healing them like this, and moving around when you have to. But if you stay here, be careful from right side. Very important. You can easily get flanked. So ideally you'd be healing them from here, but your line of sight is a bit limited here, so you might have to move up a bit forward. And you have a shield tank, right? You have a shield over here, so you're gonna be fine healing like this, but you want to check back every few seconds because flankers love to go like this and get behind and kill the healer. So you need to get peeled like this. But you're gonna heal like this, right? This is where you're gonna be healing. If you get dived, mini health pack right here. Perfect. Now, when the point opens, everyone's gonna go on point, you play from here. So when the point opens, play right here. And heal them like this. Just like that. If they move on the right side here, you will be forced to reposition like this. But you'll be revealing yourself heal. Right here, you'll be revealing yourself. This is why I say this map is not optimal for Ana, because you can get jumped on from every angle. This is actually one of the hardest ones, because up here you can also get dived on. Widow can snipe you easily from here. Genji can just dive you from here very easily. Everything can happen. On this map, it is so hard to play Ana. On this section. And you can get flanked by a Reaper here if they play sharp right. So if they go right and they play sharp right, they go on here. And then you, as you're healing like this, you get one shot by Reaper here. You can get that by Genji here. You can get sniped from Widow here. Even here, if you don't have the shield up at the time, and you're healing people like this, you can actually get wrecked by a Widow here. But this is the only good spot. If you hold too far back, this is not a bad place as well, to be honest, because you're limiting vision on the left, so you'd be healing like this. And you have a good overview to some extent. This would be one of the most optimal places to hold. So here, or here, but here is risky. Here, never do. I would never be here, because it's way too close to point, and you're increasing your chances of dying by a mile. So be careful when you hold here. Here is okay. Here, I think, might be the most optimal position to hold. But I think on the right side over here, you can't heal them, and you will be forced to jump like this and like try to heal them. It's horrendous, alright? Like, the experience is horrendous healing on Ana on this map, because if this thing didn't exist, you might have a better time. This thing, because obviously you can't heal through it. But yeah, if you do get dived, by the way, if you're on this side, try to walk up to that mini health pack and grab it. There's obviously a health pack in this room. In this room, you never want to play here as Ana. You literally never want to be here as Ana. Just because of the closed angles, they're so... You get just point blank range here very easily. It's not optimal at all. Never go here as Ana, unless you're going for a crazy anti 6-man anti or something. Like, the problem is, if you go left side and you go all the way upstairs, your team's not getting healed all this time that you're walking here. See how long it's taking for me to get up here? It's taking ages, and my team's probably on critical now, and like by the time I get here, my team's dead, and I'm like, oh shit, I wanted to make an anti play and grab like 6 antis so my team can dive them, but now my team's dead, so I'm just here like an idiot, right? So you only want to do this if your team's like just grouping up or something, and you want to go for a clutch anti-need on like people on point. But the problem with this here is that other people like to go here. Widowmakers, Reapers, people who like to jump on people, pounce and flank Reaper playstyle is like this. He goes up here, looks for a play, jumps down, one-shots people, and death blossoms. So not optimal place for Ana here. Very easy to dive. Diva sees you, Winston sees you, Widowmaker sees you, everybody in the world. You're literally just putting yourself out there like, hey guys, I am over here, please kill me. Look at me, I'm dancing. You're dead, alright? Don't want to be here at all. You're probably gonna die if you stay here. So that's the place here. On the other side of the map, you have to play here. There's no other place. You go behind here. And your other place is the same as last time. Here like this, or here, if you have taken the point and your team's putting a shield here. Right, so if you take the point, your team actually puts a shield here for the most part. If they go further, then you do have to follow them, right? And you can use this. So they'll probably like, sometimes they hold a shield right at the front gate here, right? And then you can heal them like this. Just like that. They get pushed back, you pull back with them. Same idea on the other side. Same idea. I'm just gonna explain this very quickly. Same idea. Same here, they put a shield here, and you heal them like this. Keep in mind they can come on your left, by the way, from spawn. They can go here. So once they exit spawn, there's another exit up there. So they can go here, up the stairs, right? They go here, like a Tracer, a Genji, whatever, they'll go here because there's a shield tank here. So they're like, oh, screw it, I'm just gonna go here, right? I see them holding the shield here, I don't care. I'm gonna keep going here. And then boom, what happens? They see Ana healing here, and then they dive the Ana. It is left click, 3 shurikens, dash. That's you dead, basically. So when you heal like this, you want to position like this, right? As much as, and if you can see them, if they go here, like you can see a Genji, a Tracer going here. Once you see that happening, you know they're gonna try for a flank. So keep in mind here, just look on the left here, look back, look left, look back, look like this. Obviously focus on the healing, but you also want to look here every few seconds. Right, so that's the idea. That is the idea. And yeah, that's pretty much it for Lijiang Tower, you guys. Oh, by the way, on this side of the map, there's the same thing here. There's the door here, and they can flank. Same thing, same idea. They can go here, a Genji, a Tracer, a whatever. They see the shields. Oh, okay, the shields are here. I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep going. And then they spot you, the Ana, healing right here. So good flankers will do this. They try to get the heals in the back line. Obviously, you have to help back here. So try to use it and try to make sure your team comes to peel for you as well. But yeah, that is pretty much it for Lijiang Tower, you guys. Hopefully it helped out. Thank you for watching, and I will see you in the arena. Make sure to check out my stream over at twitch.tv/Aunii09. But more importantly, if you would like to see the other maps that I've done, go down in the description down below and check out the other Ana positioning videos that I have created for the different maps. I am doing every map in Overwatch, so don't worry about that. But I hope for Lijiang Tower this has helped out. This is my goal, really, is to help as many people out, as many Ana players out there as possible. And I hope you learned something from this. So thank you for watching, and have a good one. Peace out.